David Demps. This is my brother Cedric of the Frankenstein Brothers. We are at the Lingenfelter Collection, and if you don't know what that is, it sucks to be you. This is probably one of the most exotic collections of everyday vehicles that have been turned up a notch. You got Ken Lingenfelter of Lingenfelter Performances here in the building, as well as a bunch of other vendors, and probably literally the coolest cars you've seen in minimum since Detroit Auto Ram.
Honestly, you won't be able to miss out. You don't want to miss out this right here. We have an interview with Ken Lingenfelter, as well as an interview with, what's that company? Anyway, the point is, don't miss out. Stay tuned. Hold ya. Hide ya.
Man, being in this place is literally like being in Car Guy's Candyland.
It really is. For the most part, this is the only time I can go to a show and cars are better on the exterior than you see in most car shows on the interior.
Yeah, fact of the matter is, this is one of those times, just like you just said, every car here, with a very few exceptions, is literally its own, should be in somebody's museum, or someone should be very proud of it.
Yeah, all day long. All day long. I like this. You know what? I like this Mustang too. I'm not even a Mustang guy.
I like that white Porsche. If I was a 35-year-old woman,
yeah,
I could get it done in that.
Right, you in a mini skirt and go all day long.
Look at that Alfa Romeo.
Now that's tight. Even though it's very small and I can never fit in it, that is a cool car.
I think you got big people complex.
What's that?
I'm big, I'm tall, I'm big. Like, dude, just tall people drive. Those NBA players got them. You're fine.
No, they don't. And not in any world do they have those cars.
Yeah, look at all the Corvettes in there. See that truck back there?
Woo-wee.
CTSV boy.
Little 800 horsepower CTSV.
SRT Jeep boy. Trailblazer SS. Followed by a G8.
I'm guessing like Chevys out here, huh?
Yeah.
The LS motor always gets the job done.
Some of these GM drivers paying off.
Right. Can't hate the LS.
I'm just hating. They got money or they got nice cars, at least that.
Right.
Or a heck of a loan.
A lot. Look at this thing. This is amazing.
That car says, my auto loan game is strong.
Right. Well, you know what the thing we should do is, look at this. Iron Man.
Yeah, man, I agree. So, we got a lot of cars to talk about here, but I think it's good that we get into the top 10 of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1.
Corvette ZR1 2019. This is a beautiful car. It's amazing in every way. It's so friggin' wide. I love everything about this car. Tell me something that you like about this car.
What I like the most about it is the aesthetics. I think they did a great job with that inverted hood scoop. Did a heck of a job making it wider. Everything he does here, he adds, minimum 6 to 8 inches to the width of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how you have a beautiful car that rides wonderfully, even wider.
Right. Now check out this Ferrari right here. Now this is a Ferrari. This always goes back to that old Fast and Furious. Hey, what does a car like that retail for? You know, that kind of question.
Yeah, this thing's a beast. I say this is a strong number 2. Now keep in mind, this is in no particular order, but this is nice. This was a hatch. And what I liked about that is it shows that, hey, just because, you've got a Ferrari doesn't mean you can't do something special with it. Different styling. I think it's dope.
I like it a lot. All-wheel drive, stupid horsepower. I can't imagine having to own it, but it's still a gorgeous, gorgeous vehicle. Look at those brakes. Air ducts everywhere. It's just a beautiful exhibition.
Yeah, plus the headlights come halfway up the freaking hood.
Crazy.
Now this is dope. This is a strong number 3. Look at this vet.
Oh, it's amazing. Now what does this car have? Something like 800 horsepower?
Yeah. At one point I just wonder, are we just throwing numbers out there or what? But the color combination was phenomenal and as fast as crap.
Right. This is a brand new ZL1. Amazing. Amazing car.
Yeah, this is, it's kind of tough because when you're in a place like this, a lot of the cars tend to be, yeah, it was sweet, and then pretty soon everything's just sweet. Well, this one still stands out.
Exactly. You got to remember, when you're around this many cars, and you're trying to judge which one's the best, or which one's the most worth seeing, you kind of get blinded by the light. There's too many cars, there's too much gleam, too much glam.
For those of y'all paying attention, one thing you'll notice is everything's plated. What that means is he actually drives his stuff. So you could possibly see this vehicle driving down the street sitting next to you.
Right, and with only 6 of these made, I can't imagine driving this on the street. But if you got it like that, you got it like that.
And I would think it's safe to say he might have it like that.
Right, look at his collection.
Now this, I personally love this one. I asked your girl Nikki, I personally said this would be one of the ones that she likes the most. She's got a dope vet. This, what they did to the hood, this thing breathes like none other. They made it wider and threw the big brake package on there.
Right, plus it has a big block V8. This right here car, I think it's 600 horsepower, which is kind of crazy because you can make way more horsepower out of a big block than you can out of a small block. So it's really interesting that they decided to go that way.
Now, we had to throw the Falcon in the mix just because it's something that you rarely see. What's nice about Falcon is the car company that makes these is in the U.S., specifically, I believe, in Michigan.
Exactly.
So shout out to Homegrown and Home's-Own. Right. However, this, I put it in there because it was exotic and it's dope. But if we be very clear, right next to it, you got that Guinea boy.
Well, this is the thing. A Lamborghini Reventine is a very expensive car. It's very exotic. I just don't really film that well. This reminds me of the Batman movie, and I like it for that. However, it would not be a car on my list.
No, same thing. I had a trouble even looking at which one of these, are we gonna say is the one that's special. So I'm gonna group all these as one car.
One car. Call them Ferrari.
Yeah, I'm just gonna group them all as one, and we'll just go through them that way.
Right. Now this right here is a 2014. Oh, this is a 2018 ZL1. This car is amazing. I love this car.
And he could tell, just for those of you who know, he could tell this was a 2018 by looking at the Chevy symbol.
Right. No hole in the middle.
They're phenomenal.
Checking out the Reventine again.
Yeah. Special car. It's one of those ones that, what I like is it's something you rarely see.
The thing about it for me is I would rather have a Huracan.
Now, we don't really talk about them too much because, but this is special. You got a Veyron sitting next to you. Let's talk about that.
Right. Let's be realistic. If you got a Veyron, you probably have your own block.
Yeah. Now, the standout of the show, without any doubt and any exception, was this Corvette. Talk to him, Sid.
I don't even like electric cars, but you can't beat the torque on this thing. You're getting 800 foot-pounds of torque from zero. What do you do about that?
Yeah, that means as soon as you step on it, it went.
And it's gone. There's no way to catch it. Now, the price is steep. However, the technology goes to developing something like this. I can understand where the price comes from.
What you just said reminded me of a line from Forrest Gump. He said, when I had to go, I went.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what that car does. When you want to go, it went.
This is interesting too. The interior is very gorgeous. They went back to the old style headlights, as well as different things that hark back to the original Corvettes. But this car really is not a Corvette. This is their own special thing.
And they stuck an iPad in the center console. How do you feel about it?
I don't like them. However, I'll give this one a pass because it's an extraordinary car.
Yeah, if we be honest, I think I'll move on beyond how we felt about it and say this one just rocks. Look at that interior.
That's the thing. I think sticking a big pad in there is going to become dated after a while. I do like the original gauges, but I'm a traditionalist in that way. I like real gauges. I like real watches. I like automatics.
Yeah, man. This is dope stuff. I'm glad we were here.
Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous vehicle.
Ladies and gentlemen, we had a blast today. We really thank you for hanging out with us today. You got to meet Kim Lingenfelter. You got to meet the guys with the electric Corvette. It's come to the future. Oh my gosh, it's an amazing car. That kind of horsepower, that kind of torque, at that kind of weight, you can't beat it.
Yeah, seriously. If you get a chance to see one of these events anytime in the future, I'd recommend that you do so.
And if you get a chance to, come on out, hang out, because truthfully, it's for a good cause.
Absolutely it is. Thank you. Mwah.